1951 के 18 अप्रैल को प्रथम भूदान विनोबा जी को मिला।
Vinoba ji received the first donation of land on April 18, 1951.
The narration about Boodan movement is continued by Gautam Bhai Bajaj, who accompanied Vinoba ji for many years.
Vinoba ji walked the length and breadth of the country for 16 years. He asked for land gifts for redistribution to the landless. Vinoba ji would open the subject by asking, if you have 4 children and another child is added to your family, would it receive a share of the land also? With yes as the answer, he would proceed to say that they may consider him as the additional child and give him his share for distribution to the poor. To this, people responded in hundreds of thousands. Altogether, about 4 million acres of land were donated. To the idea of land gift, he added the idea of donation of wealth and of labor. People in some villages decided to donate the village as a whole and to live together as one family. They accompanied him as he traveled from place to place. There were arches and ceremonies of welcome. On occasion, he would take up a drum and beat it himself. It is not as if only the Rajas and rich landlords donated land. So did those who were not so well-to-do. One day a poor farmer came. He wanted to donate half an acre from his 2 acres. After initial reluctance, Vinoba ji told him, I am accepting your gift and I am returning it to you as prasad, which is food that one receives when one visits a temple. People asked Vinoba ji why he accepted gifts from small farmers also. To this he replied, this is not so much a question of land redistribution. The basic idea is the spirit of sharing. Persons in prominent positions such as Prime Minister Nehru came to walk alongside of him and to hold discussions with him. President Rajendra Prasad attended the conference of Sarvodaya workers at Bodh Gaya. At this conference, J.P. Narayan announced that he would devote his life to the land gift movement of Vinoba ji.
Vinoba ji's constant theme in discussions was to give priority to the needs of the poorest sections of society. This was also the advice he gave to members of the Planning Commission who met him in Delhi. The members listened to him and added provisions to the first 5-year plan as he suggested.
His journeys were not always on dry land. He and his party crossed rivers on boats. In Assam, they waded through fields flooded by monsoon rain. On one occasion, where there was no regular road, they walked along the railway line. Sister Kusum Deshpande accompanied him on his journeys and witnessed many striking events.
As we approached the temple at Jagannath Puri, we had among our companions a Christian lady from France. The temple priests were unwilling to allow entrance to a person from another faith. So Vinoba ji turned away, saying that he will also not enter the temple. When entering Kashmir, we had to travel over a mountain pass at a height of 13,000 feet. We were apprehensive of risks to him at that height.
When Vinoba ji was journeying on foot in Kashmir, General Yadunath Singh was also with him. He came originally from the region of Gwalior. Outlaws and dacoits had been a problem in a nearby area. Yadunath Singh discussed the possibility of the dacoit gangs surrendering themselves and their arms before Vinobaji. Subsequently, when Vinobaji went to that area on foot, he talked to them, and a number of them surrendered themselves and their arms before him.
In his travels, Vinobaji started the day with a prayer meeting. While journeying through the countryside, he stopped from time to time and talked with the village folk. In the evening, he held discussions with his companions. People from all faiths were drawn towards him. Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, another close associate of Gandhiji, visited him from Pakistan. Vinobaji was a living example of an edict of Gandhiji inscribed in a memorial to him. Gandhiji had said that by having equal reverence towards all faiths, we gain a better understanding of our own faith. All feelings of differences disappear.
While in prison during the freedom movement, Vinobaji was asked by fellow political prisoners to explain to them the Hindu scripture, the Gita. This he did in 18 talks. These talks were published later and ultimately translated into 20 Indian and foreign languages. Subsequently, Vinobaji wrote the essence of Christian teachings as well as commentaries on other scriptures such as Japuji of the Sikhs. He also wrote a commentary on the Rig Veda and rearranged the Buddhist scripture Dhammapada.
Besides emphasizing uniting of hearts as he did in the preface to his book, The Essence of the Quran, Vinobaji also stood for a synthesis of science and spirituality. A center of science for villages was established with his inspiration and support. Its chairman, Professor Devendra Kumar, quotes Vinobaji.
जो अंदर की मनस्थिति है, एटीट्यूड्स हैं, उनको बदलने के लिए अध्यात्म और बाहर के
Spirituality is needed for improving the inner self and science is needed for improving the outer environment. And both have to work together to improve the human condition.